Hello everyone, today we'll talk about the solution to the problem minimum time difference. We're given time represented as hours, minutes. We have to return the minimum difference between any time points. So the idea here, of course, is very simple, because if we have a clock, imagine it's a 24-hour clock, then the hours are at some positions on that clock. And now the only situation where we can have that smallest difference is between any two adjacent hours. So maybe here or here, those adjacent time points. So we can sort those time points that were given and then calculate the minimum difference by just looking at the neighboring time points. So there are two things for us to consider. The first thing is, how do we represent them in maybe a better way? How do we sort them? And of course, how do we sort them considering that they are circular? And maybe the smallest difference is between something that's just past midnight and just before midnight. Well, first of all, how do we convert it? Well, we can convert it into minutes. That might be simpler. So any hour and minute value becomes 60 times hour plus minutes. So that conversion is simple. And of course, to do that conversion, we have to first separate our time point into hours and minutes. So we just split it on the column. Very simple. For t in time points, we do split. We pass colon as the delimiter. That'll do it for getting those HH and MM values, which we then convert to integers. We sort them, and now, since we only have to now look at the situation where the last and the first values might also be neighbors, we can just append, for instance, in this case, the first value, but shift it 24 hours into the future. So in this case, this absolute value is probably unnecessary, but it doesn't hurt too much. We just take the minimum over all the pairs of neighboring timestamps. So to iterate over all the neighbors, we can take our list, and our list shifted by 1 to the right, so starting from element at index 1, we do it by this slice notation. We zip them together to create pairs, we unpack those pairs, look at the difference, and we return minimum over that.